Hey friends, welcome back to She's At It Again. I'm fixing to go in the kitchen and make some sausage gravy to go with some biscuits we're having for dinner. Come go with me and I'll show you how quick it is. I think you'll enjoy this. Alright, I have my burner on underneath my pan here. And we're going to start out by, you can't tell what this is. This is a jar of bacon grease. This is fat from uncured bacon. I keep it in a jar in my refrigerator. And that's what it looks like that. So if you don't have uncured bacon grease in your refrigerator, if you don't keep a stock of it, I would say olive oil or butter would be a great substitute. Butter will give you more flavor than the olive oil will, but either one of them will work. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon of bacon grease in here because there's just not a lot of fat in the sausage that I make. Now we will link the recipe to homemade sausage, and what I did was I made some the other day and I just had about a half pound of cooked sausage left from this, and I stuck it in the refrigerator in this container knowing I would use it for something in the next few days. So that's what I'm doing, using up my sausage. Like I said, it's already cooked. If you just have sausage that you've not cooked yet, go ahead and cook up a half a pound of it. And if you're buying store-bought sausage, then you probably have plenty of fat in that already for this recipe, so don't even bother with this part. But I would love it if you would check your label and see if there's any artificial ingredients or monosodium glutamate in there. And if you have headaches or something like that, that may be contributing to that. So just a heads up on that. All right, let me get a measuring spoon and we're going to get out a little bit of ingredients from the spice drawer. I'm going to put a little bit of extra sage in this. I'm going to put about half teaspoon of sage. I'm going to put my sausage in here to cook. I have sage in the sausage, but I just like a little bit extra sage when I make gravy. That came out pretty clean. We're going to put about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in here as well. Not a lot. And we're going to add about a half teaspoon of ground black pepper, if I even have a half teaspoon in here. Yep, I do. You can always use cayenne if you don't have any black pepper. Just use a little bit less of it. Thought I'd use this spoon. We use it to ladle it out. Anyway, it's kind of a big spoon. This smells really good already. I had this on about medium to medium high heat, since mine's already cooked. Now, if you have yours from a raw sausage state, you'll want to cook it on low just so it won't clump up as much. Just keep chopping at it, hacking at it till it all falls apart. I'm going to use about 1/4 of a cup, and I'm just eyeballing this, but 1/4 of a cup of just organic all-purpose flour out of my flour bin. Dump it right on top of the sausage there. If you'd rather not have sausage in your gravy and you just want to make gravy by itself, then use about 2 tablespoons of butter and, well, actually you could use a little bit more than that. 2 to 4 tablespoons of butter or oil, and add your flour to that to make a roux, and then proceed just like we're going to go from here. And that would just make, we call it white milk gravy. I wish I had a camera that you could see from overhead, similar to this, but I don't. And I need both hands to cook with, so. But I'm just showing you what this looks like in the pan. Okay, I have a quart jar about half full with milk, so this is obviously about 2 cups. Pour it in there kind of slow at first. Stir it around a bit. Then when that thickens up, you can add more milk to it. Okay, we'll add the rest of our milk. We'll cook this until it gets thick. In the meantime, I'll turn my stove on because I have to cook biscuits. Okay, our mixture is starting to get thick. Sorry, I had to turn off the camera because my sweet little neighbor, Sophia, brought me this. Is that not too cute? She is just the sweetest thing. She has 3 brothers, so I rescued her the other day and we went to the Books by the Pound store. She told me she loved that store, so she has a day out of school today because the weather is not conducive to traveling on the roads. She said she was liking her day off from school. So, but I didn't know she was coming over, so when the doorbell rang, I automatically turned the cameras off. But she's terrified of my dogs because they bark. I told them they weren't going to make any friends anytime soon by having that attitude. But they hadn't figured it out. They're just not a fan of kids. Okay, our gravy's starting to get thick. You can see right there. I'm hoping you can see that good. Maybe I can let this down here just a bit, as long as I can retain one hand. And my pan is spinning around. This is my Nana's old saucepan, and I love it, so. Okay, it's going to get thicker than this, but I just want to show you what it looks like when it starts to get thick. So we'll keep letting that cook. And I'll go work on cutting out my biscuits. I turned down my heat just a little bit. But I'll show you what it looks like when it gets thick enough. Okay, I have flour all over my hands from cutting out the biscuits. Unlike cooking with cornstarch, whereas if you keep cooking it and keep cooking it, after a while it stops having that thickening capability, and it just kind of lets go. It's watery again. With flour that we used as our thickener, with this gravy, it retains its thickening capability, even though you just keep it hot. I could keep boiling this for a long time, and it would just keep getting thicker. To a certain point, but it's not gonna collapse and lose its thickening capability. So that's why I like working with flour. Okay, I'll probably heat this up just a little bit more, but I want to show you what it looks like. This is just about the ideal thickness of our gravy. So, but I'm going to show you what it looks like on top of a biscuit in just a minute. So, stay with us. Okay, guys, you got it. Biscuits and gravy. Frying my egg right now. It's going to be good. So I'm fixing to eat. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Look forward to sharing something again with you real soon. See ya.